Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting edition of Omnibros Live on a Thursday night. It's manga night, as we like to call it. It's your boy Gio here, still petitioning for that Inhumans Omnibus. Let Marvel know. Please, let's get that moving. And I am joined by two wonderful people. First, Dog House Sitting, aka the Omnibus Collector himself, Riley. How you doing, brother?
Good. I've got 4 dogs around me. One is the
Four.
Yeah,
Wow.
4. Hey, Morty, come here. Here's
Corgi?
Oh my goodness gracious. Hold up, hold up.
Look at the camera.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Oh, I love him.
He has some severe halitosis. Chubby. Okay, all right, we got Moose instead. This is Moose. And Chubby, you too. Come on.
Aw.
I have a corgi as well.
And then this is
Oh,
Moose.
that's even cuter than the real one. There we go.
All right, so those are the three boys, and then
The three amigos.
All right, get down. Yeah, that's go lay down.
And you're with Chewy too?
Yeah, Chewy's here as well.
Hey, Chewy.
He's grumpy.
Okay. So they are our guest hosts.
Hanging out on the couch.
Nice.
That's all they do all day is I'll be working or something, and they'll just be sleeping on the couch.
That is really wholesome. We'll get back to that in a minute. Colleen's Manga Rex with an agenda of her own. What's up?
Hello. We'll talk about that later, probably, but
Oh, heck yeah. Let's go.
read Basara.
So thank you, everybody, for joining. As always, let me remind you guys that this show is sponsored by the fabulous folks at InStockTrades.com. Your home for all things collected editions. You get your omnibus, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and so much more, up to 50% off, sometimes even more. They got manga sales. They got red tag sales with regular books like graphic novels and superheroes and all that nonsense. It's insane. You got to check it out. Orders of $50 or more gets you free shipping. Fantastic customer service. Wonderful packaging. That's InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. Let me what we're doing this. Let me highlight the manga section, because why not? I always do it on Thursdays. Last week, Riley, that you showed off the art of Haikyuu?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You can get it now from InStock Trades for $35. Save 30% off. And stuff like that. Here, Blue Box is 30% off. That's cool. Fly Me to the Moon, 25% off. Chasing After Aoi Koshiba, sorry, 35% off. And the Gantz Omnibus, Volume 12, the last Omnibus, the finale, collecting volumes 34 to 37. You can get it right now, 42% off. You're not going to get that at the Bezos website. You get it at InStock Trades, and super early by the looks of it, because dates are all over the place. Right Stuff has another date. The Amazon has another, but you can get it right now from our sponsor. That's InStockTrades.com. And let's take a look before I close this. There's still the manga sale happening. You can check that out. If you need any volumes at the moment, go check them out. InStock Trades, guys. There we go.
Riley loves when I do it.
It's also funny because you do the S backwards.
Because it looks like an S to me, so I'll do it this way.
Yes.
I want to have an army of corgis. I only have one for now. Her name is Iggy. Aw.
Iggy is alien.
I would be happy with one corgi.
This guy is like so invasive
Mm-hmm.
of my space. Like I will be sitting on I'm at my sister's house. So this is my brother-in-law's office. And I'll be sitting on his little couch here. And they told me that the dogs are cool to be on this couch, but not the other one. And so I'm staying in here all day because at my house, Chewy's allowed on the couch, Chewy's allowed on the bed and stuff like that. Like I just clean up after him. And so I stay in here so that he can do what he wants. So they all chill up in here, and Morty, he gets on the couch when I'm sitting on there, and like I'll be reading, and he will get up and like my face in the book. And he'll be like,
Yes.
I need you. But at least he's not as invasive with me as Moose is with Chubby. Because if Chubby's already on the couch, Moose will get on there and literally get on top of him. Like lay on, and today he was like stepping on top of him and stuff, and like Chubby's head was like pushing into the couch. And I looked at him and I was like, dude, that is not comfortable for him. What are you doing? I was surprised.
So funny.
I was surprised that Chubby didn't get pissed at him and like start barking. He didn't even growl. Meanwhile, Chewy, look at this little punk ass. He's literally just staring at his cage.
Look at that guy.
He's just now he's like what?
Chewy.
He does not get involved in the reindeer games. He doesn't get involved with anyone else. He just wants to be on his own, and he doesn't like sharing space with anyone. So him being in here with 3 other dogs is like a test of wills, I guess.
He is overwhelmed at the moment, emotionally. Smoke him if you got him. Thank you for joining, brother. Warren, how is everybody? Doing all right. Myself. H Field, thank you for joining. Ultimate Power. I uninstalled the K manga so quick. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Give me a second. Let's see.
You can't have my food. That's why you want to get up here.
Of course. And to say hello. Look at that guy.
Wait, get down.
Omnibus Collector is a dog dad tonight, and this is going to be an interesting show. Love it.
I'm the dog collector now.
Dog collector. Moose is the one behind you, right?
Moose is the big
Black
one.
Okay. He was looking pretty chill until he bolted out of there.
Yeah,
As soon as I called him.
No.
He knew.
Get down, Chewy. Down.
So, I titled the episode Battle of the Manga Apps, because this week we've been talking about the K Manga app, dunking on it, and we're going to slam dunk that son of a gun tonight, because that came out, and we got some thoughts. But also, to the surprise of everybody, Viz one-upped everybody and said, like, you know what? Let's do our thing too. And here's the app. You can download it now. It's pretty chill. It's pretty cool. Got a cool library. And let me just say this up front. If you don't want to have physical books, or you don't have space, or whatever the circumstances may be, and you decide to do a digital library thing, if you get the Viz app and the Shonen Jump app, you already have a pretty massive collection on your phone, tablet, or computer. So that's pretty cool. And I guess K-Manga, sure, whatever. And if you include the others as well. So it's pretty nice that in 2023 we can have that option. That is wonderful, fantastic. But the actual apps themselves, well, we're going to talk about it. Which one do you want to tackle first? K-Manga or Viz?
I feel like we should just do Viz first, because I think we're going to have a lot more to talk about with the K manga.
That's true.
Okay. All righty. So they announced, what was it, on Wednesday or Thursday?
Wednesday.
Thursday to Wednesday, something like that.
Tuesday? Today's Thursday.
Sorry, Tuesday to Wednesday. They announced because it was at midnight my time. I was already asleep. And then I woke up. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. What's happening? Okay. New app. Let's go. Fortunately, Viz has always worked. There's no issues like with Kodansha not letting me access their websites because of some stupid crap. I can't really show you here. Because of the brightness of the phone. I guess if I dim it, right? Yeah. Dummy. This is what I should have done earlier. Okay, so you can see that I do have it here working. Let's try a fan favorite book here. It's pretty cool that now, yeah, everything works just fine. You might recognize this manga over here. If it works, come on now, come on now. Nope,
I recognize nothing.
of
I
course.
saw a white page.
A white page. Do you recognize this page? Oh my god!
It's just entirely blown out. We can see it from this angle.
There you go. Do you recognize that manga?
Am
No?
I supposed to? Or is Riley more likely?
Anyone? Anyone? How about if I show a character page?
Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, I think that was Basara, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool that a lot of series that were horribly out of print and expensive for people to get, they're now in here and you can get them. That's super dope, as the kids say. So I am a huge fan of that. Hell yes, please. And everybody should, you can join to read these wonderful series for $2 a month, which is not a huge commitment. You know, it's just $2 measly, and you get access to a bunch of cool stuff. You got, I wrote it down because I knew I was going to butcher this. You got Shoujo Beat titles. You got Shogakukan titles. You got Shonen Sunday and a bunch of other creators like Takahashi, friend of the show. Junji Ito, another friend of the show. He loves our streams. So a lot of their stuff is on here, like Taiyo Matsumoto, Kyu Hayashida. Basically, I think eventually you're going to see their whole physical manga catalog from Viz, or at least the heavy hitters. They're probably going to be on the app, and that's awesome. This is a separate thing from the Shonen Jump, just in case anybody's wondering. They're not merged because they're totally separate things. But still, it's not a huge commitment because the Shonen Jump stuff is what, $3, $2.99,
Yep.
and this is another $2. So for $5 a month, you get a ton of manga. Get them on Manga Bros stream. I'll try. They're not going to understand there's going to be a language issue, but I'll try. So yeah, that's super cool. Any other data that I have here to say? There's 140 new titles, and at least 12 are like what's the word?
Simulpub?
Yeah. So that's awesome. Stuff like the Shonen Sunday, like I mentioned, with my favorite Call of the Night, for example. That's on there, so that's exciting. I'm still going to collect it physically, but that's cool. I'm going to read it there as well. So that, I think, is fantastic. What are your thoughts on the Viz manga app?
One first note is, so the app itself is not new for anyone.
It's always been there. Yeah.
The app has always been around. It used to be included with your Shonen Jump subscription. Like you subscribe to Shonen Jump, you also got.
I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Okay. You also got the Viz Media app. It was just a lot more limited. But the main thing that they've done, a lot more limited than what it is now. Like it had a bunch of titles on there, but the main thing that they've done is added the Shogakukan stuff. And that's where you get Shonen Sunday, a lot of those shoujo. So this is largely, if you're unaware, Viz Media is the English branch of Shueisha, Shogakukan, and Hakusensha. And so now they have Shueisha and Shogakukan are like in on the English apps. But the remaining stuff that we don't have of Viz Media is going to be their Hakusensha stuff, which is a good amount of their shoujo, right?
Yeah. I would say like most of the shoujo that people would like really, really want on the app. Not that like the ones that we have on the app right now aren't wanted, but the ones that like people would probably be the most excited about would be like Yone of the Dawn, Snow White with the Red Hair, or my God, or on High School Host Club, Maid Sama. Like most of like the classics come from Kami-sama Kiss as well. Like most of the classic ones that people are like really into are from Hanato Yume or Lala, which is under Hakusensha. And
So
Berserk is as well, right? I think that's what I've
yes,
heard. Yeah, so
yeah, because Young Animal is a Hakusensha magazine.
yeah.
So that's why those things are missing. If anyone is curious about that, so they would be in the process of having something happen with Hakusensha, but it would remain to be up in the air whether if Hakusensha does something, if it would be like what happened with Shogakukan and they add it to Viz, or if it would be if Hakusensha would make their own app. Like Shueisha's app is the Manga Plus app. And of course, that material is available on like the Shonen Jump app anyway. But I don't know. Maybe they do like H manga. Wait, no, that's that's already a thing. The Manga H app or something.
So Hakusensha does have a partnership with Kamiki. They've been releasing some Lala titles on Kamiki recently. They have 3 Lala titles. They just licensed their 3rd one, and they have a Hanato Yume title that's currently ongoing on it. So I don't know if they're like, maybe they're just planning on working with Kamiki more, but I don't really know because those are all just titles that aren't licensed at all in English. But
I wonder.
Sorry, I'm back. My bad.
It's not okay. We're docking your pay. I wonder if they do something, if you would wind up seeing similar to like what Kodansha did, like Hakusensha titles coming off of that platform.
Yeah.
Because that would be the telltale. That would be a telltale sign, is if like titles that you're reading are getting removed from other apps. Because that's what happened before K-Manga was announced. You saw like Azuki was losing some of their stuff.
Yeah.
That was Kodansha pulling those away. But Gio hit on this, and I'm gonna say it to like mostly pass off to Colleen, but like one of the big things that's great about I don't know what the hell about this app is the amount of out of print titles that are on there. And if like, and this is factual, this is not conjecture. Like if you read those things, if enough people read those titles that are out of print, they will look into reprinting it. They will be like, oh, there is a demand for this. And there's no, because I know some people might be like, oh, well, if people read it on the app, why would they also buy it? That has never been an issue. Like
No, at all.
Viz has notably, like, I think they've stated multiple times that like the ease of access from the Shonen Jump app helped to increase their sales on Shonen Jump titles, because you have a ton of people who will read that stuff and get turned on to it and want to buy it physically and add it to their own collection because of that. So there are a ton of out of print titles, and one of the big ones that like one of the first ones that like we noticed was that Basara is on there, and of course that's what Colleen is has an agenda about now.
Hold on, I'll show it again.
Basara. I didn't notice that you had put the corgi there.
Oh, he actually scared me a couple times because I like turned my head this way and it was like staring right at me. I kind of forgot I put it there.
So it's pretty neat. I don't know if the webcam can pick it up. You can see there, iconic shoujo manga, horror master Junji Ito. Whoa, everybody's all together. Nice.
Hey.
They're fighting. He's got dog fights going on.
Let's go.
Morty.
Now you can't see it. Come on, man. Come on. I got this. I don't got this. Hold on. Does it have to be dimmer?
I think you can put it at an angle again. It kind of helped.
What are you trying to show us?
The categories. It says award-winning creators, featured Rumiko Takahashi, Shonen Sunday, anime tie-ins, binge-worthy drama, Your Kingdom Awaits, gripping thrillers, stuff that's on sale, like the books themselves, and you can buy the full volume here uh, as a single release thingamajig.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they do have all their titles like available to buy the ebook on the app.
So stuff like Insomniacs After School, I reviewed it on my channel. If you or not reviewed it, talked a little bit about it. If you want to check it out, Sleepy Princess on the Demon Castle, for example, looks wonderful. Look at that! Oh wow, there we go. So yeah, pretty well rounded. Obviously, they're gonna add more stuff later on, so everybody just chill and get it and read that stuff. You know.
And they're backfilling series as well.
Yes, yes, they are.
Like any of the ongoing ones, there's pretty much going to be a gap between like the most recent physical volume and like the last several recent chapters, which I'm willing to bet those last several chapters are like how long they've been working on launching this or like uploading all this material. Because I know I went on to like Case Closed because I was curious, and it is being simulpubbed, and they have like the last 10 chapters, and then there's almost 200 chapters missing, and that's the stuff they have to backfill, which would be awesome when it happens, because that the English release is literally like 8 years behind on from the Japanese release.
Stupid phone. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look. So professional.
The same like 3.
Hey, I finally got it. Sorry. Continue.
You get the first and the recent chapters free.
Yeah.
So same type of thing that you expect from it. It works the same friggin' way as the Shonen Jump out.
Oh, can I show? I don't know if you can read it. There it is.
Yep.
That's what you were talking about. We are working to backfill these chapters. Okay, so that's cool. Everybody's excited. Fantastic.
Yippee skippy.
Yeah, baby. Didn't they also revamp the way the Viz app looks as well? Yeah, it's a lot. Not a whole ton. It's not a dramatic change, but they did work on it. Mr. Tex had a small budget. Don't worry about that. I had a chance to order Volume 1 of Death Note. Nice. Fire Punch. Cool. Record of Ragnarok. Awesome. Let me know when you read those 3, Mr. Tex. Let us know what you thought. Subhuman, thank you for joining. The Viz app dropped, and folks really said, yes, now I can read Hot Gimmick. I'm tempted, not going to lie.
Hey,
They should have kept it from us. That's the one shoujo they should have kept off the app. Don't tempt us with trash. We love it. We're little rats.
I can't make fun of anyone. I can't say anything because I literally bought the Viz Bigs last month.
Oh, nice.
Or in March.
Got like 20 series left to read on the Shonen Jump app, and they were like, you're not done yet, fam. Here's 140 more. Got you. Nice. Okay, so that's cool. Fantastic. Everybody loves Viz. Unfortunately, for now, it's only North America only, US and Canada. So the folks at Europe, you're going to have to wait, and that sucks. Same with South America, Central America.
But that's the same for the Shonen Jump app also.
Yeah.
So the reason being, and an ex Viz employee mentioned this. He said, I think that the reason is it's difficult when there are other publishers with the licenses in other regions and countries, because Viz is not the license holder. They're just the English publisher. So they really can't overstep like, Irvea or Carlson or whatever other publishers exist in other regions, because they have the rights in those regions. So it's not entirely on them. I think there are some things that they could ultimately do over time to make it happen, but it would just be expensive. In the meantime, you can use a VPN. This video is brought to you by NordVPN.
Surfshark something. That would have been a fantastic segue. It's a shame that they don't know about us, but they will eventually. It's gonna happen. We're gonna get VPN sponsorship here. So Viz released the app. Cool, fantastic, sunshine and rainbows. Now it's going up against the K Manga app, everybody's favorite manga reading app. That's going to be phenomenal. And to my surprise, it launched this week, and I was able to download it. So it works just fine. I think it was only the website that it won't let me. I can't click on it. I just got the error like, oops, you can't enter the website because I don't know why. But the app works just fine. Can I show this?
The website's on some colonialist shit.
Yeah, but at least I'm going to have to zoom in. Oh, I'm so sorry. It worked later with Case Closed, but not this. What the heck? You can sort of see it. This is there we go. This is a very different experience from the Viz Media app. The K Manga app launched, and everybody had something to say about it. You got to earn points to get some chapters. You got to buy some tickets to get other chapters, or you can read a couple of the starting chapters for free. And if you decide to buy a full series, it's going to be expensive, more than actually buying the physical volumes themselves. So that's crazy. Like, for example, here, I can tap the treasure chest and get up to 50 points. Earn free points. And if I earn free points, it's going to take me to a really random page that totally looks like a scam. It says, like, easy word puzzles. Let's see if you can see the... Hold on. There we go. Free IQ test. I take the IQ... Oh, I moved the phone. Damn it. And I get 5 points that I can use to buy a chapter.
Well,
manga chapter, sort of.
5 points towards a chapter that costs like 100.
Yeah. I can take a personality test and earn 302 points. Or, and check this one out, it says test de personalidad. So it's a Spanglish. I'm not joking. There it is. See it right in the middle? For 113 points, you get a Spanglish test.
Why is the Spanglish one less points?
I don't know. Take the test to know yourself better. You earned 169 points. This is stupid. I'm sorry, Kodansha. You're not going to sponsor this show.
There's some of them on there that are like one of them, I think you have to give someone's ID. Like you have to tell it to like look in this, like it's like an information retrieval type thing.
Oh boy.
And then one of them, I think the one that gives you the most points, you actually have to play like another mobile game. So they've got like ads that they're making ad revenue in their app, basically.
That sucks. It would have been so simple to just say, even if it's expensive, you don't have to price match Viz. You could have said like, for I don't know, $7.99, you get the full catalog, and that's it. Everybody's happy. So obviously, some people are going to complain, but why go through this model that is so cumbersome? It's so dumb. It's I don't know.
It's also like it's not simple. Like I still don't understand it. And I've seen like 3 or 4 people, because there's like tickets and coins, and like you rent some stuff, and like things expire. Like you can't hold your things to use. You have to use stuff right away. It's so complicated.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like what's the other app that uses like the same structure? There's a lot of these manga apps that use like coins and stuff.
Comic uses keys.
Yeah, Comic.
But for them, their whole thing is that all the titles listed are only available on their site. So like there's no alternative option, so it makes sense for them. But like for Kodansha, it doesn't make sense because there are other apps and other places that have their titles and they have them cheaper. So like for them, it just doesn't make sense. Like they could go with this model, but like they already have all these ebooks that are 10 times cheaper. elsewhere. So it doesn't make sense for them.
Like Azuki still has some Kodansha stuff.
Yeah.
Kodansha website sells ebooks.
Yeah.
Amazon, I think, probably sells the ebooks. Like, there's so many options, and then they make it complicated and more expensive. I don't know if like they thought making it complicated was like they could trick people into spending more money or something, because they're like, oh, people won't realize what they're doing.
It's essentially a mobile game.
Yeah,
like
kind of predatory.
Yeah. And I know that a lot of like companies are doing this in Japan, which is why they're doing it this way. But like, we don't have this kind of system, and the closest we have is like that's like super popular is like webtoons. But even then, webtoons don't have, well, they're starting to, but they don't have like ebook versions. They don't have physical versions. They're literally just available on Webtoon. So it makes more sense, once again, just for them, because there's no other options anywhere else. So like, it's still predatory, but like, at least you can't like price match for like other options that they give you.
Also, I mentioned this on Discord, but I want to mention it here. This is not Kodansha US. This is not Kodansha Comics US's app. This is Kodansha Comics Japan. And that's largely why they're going after a model that's familiar to them, because like Colleen said, there's a lot of these types of things that happen in Japan. It's not as different in Japan. So like, there's like Viz doing their apps differently because Viz is the English publisher. And that's how, can y'all chill out for a minute? Damn. If I'm at my place, I deal with like motorcycles and shit. And over here, I have them. Anyway, so don't like, all I'm trying to say is like, if you want to take out frustrations, take it out in the right direction. Like Kodansha Comics US, their employees are not the ones that like made this. They're not the ones that decided this stuff. Like literally, if you're going to get upset with someone, there's like K-Manga's Twitter. They've already very notably seen everything, because they came out like what, this morning when you said was when you said that, where they're like, you know, let us know, you know, there's
we take our feedback seriously.
Let's see.
That's such a boomer thing to say.
But it's so like, give them the feedback, and they on the App Store, I think the app has like a 1-star rating right now.
I mean, oh wow.
The Viz app has like a 4.7 the last time I saw. So like, they're definitely gonna take notice and want to fix something on there. And there are things that they can fix, there are things that they can't fix. And I think the pricing structure thing being so predatory is one of the big things. Like, even if they wanted to continue making it to where you had, not that I'm saying I would like this, but even if they wanted to continue making it where you have to buy individual chapters, they could make that better. A, make them cheaper. B, don't split the chapters into multiple parts. C, don't have
I like that.
Chapters have different, like, because some of them are more expensive than others. So it's hard to really, you know, figure out what you're doing. There's just a lot of things that they can do to fix it while still maintaining. But ultimately, the main thing I would say is like, make sure that if someone's trying to use your app to buy these things, it's going to be cheaper than the alternatives.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just not going to have people give a shit about it, because it's too complex. That's why so many people have like looked at it and just deleted it. They're like, this is way too complicated and way too expensive. I don't want to mess with this. I can't wait for someone's mom and dad to be like, my kid spent $500 on your app. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That would be insane and awesome at the same time. So yeah, I was going to highlight that they decided to split up chapters. That's why, I don't know. So it's split
too, right?
Yeah.
Like, it'll be like the most recent chapter that came out, and unlike Viz, where you get the most recent 3 for free, they make you pay for it, and you have to pay for it in 3 parts.
Yeah.
So yeah, it says, so the ones with the blue dot are free chapters for everybody, And then the ones here with the orange, you got to get the ticket to sort of rent it for a limited time, like Blockbuster. And for all you old kids out there, and then you earn points to quote unquote buy the green ones. So this is a horrible business model. And if you want to bulk buy, for example, Chihaya Furu, it says 22,632 points for 328 chapters. That's a lot of points.
So you're gonna spend like $200 at least.
Ay ay ay. Yeah. So what else can I say about this? Oh, somebody pointed out in the chat. I did not forget about that. People were sharing. I saw it on Reddit and I saw it on Twitter. The
censors.
Yes.
Yep.
Those are phenomenal.
They're so funny.
I laughed for a solid 5 minutes when I looked at that. I was working and laughing my ass off at that.
You would think that they would have seen what happened with Manga Up. And
apparently not.
But they did not. And I can tell you for an absolute fact that they were starting like to work on this after Manga Up already happened.
Yeah.
And they did not. There's a lot of stuff that they should have paid attention to and that they did not. And I'm like, really? If it was a problem with like because I understand one of the big things being since it's an app store thing, the app store doesn't allow for mature content. That's why a lot of series are only on Biz's website and not on their app, is because of the mature content. If that was so much the reason, they should have just left it off the app and offered it on the website, or at least be like, read this on our website and you'll get an uncensored version.
So here's a sexy scene. And take a look at this. Wonderful.
It's so funny looking.
It's like they came out of the abyss and the void. Like,
what I find even funnier, like, I don't know how much they're showing in that panel. I don't know what this manga is. They're literally showing porn right after. Like, how is that any different? We're seeing this naked girl's butt.
Let me see if I can find the. This is The Bride of Barbaroi. Let me see if I can find the original. I'm not gonna show it because there might be some dangly bits showing. You know,
like they're too close together to like be showing that much. Like, why is this whole thing blacked out? Could they not just black out like the nips? I'm so confused.
It's the abyss, and you made contact for the first time, like close encounters of the third kind, and then the two heads just pop up like. Whoa,
oh my god, it's so funny looking.
So they shared that and a page from what I assume is Initial D. This one over here.
Yeah,
which is even at least with that one, you cropped around the heads of the characters. Here you just did the bare minimum of putting a black square on top of the whole body. I can't stand the thought of her even dreaming about that jerk. That's not me. That's what it says right there. How Takumi imagines it. He imagines a big black box that hides everything. That's a wonderful.
He can't even dream of
he
whatever
can't
the fuck it says. He doesn't even want to imagine getting cucked.
He won't allow himself to imagine it.
What's wrong with me? Stressing over her old boyfriends. Gosh.
Also, this might piss off Initial D fans, but is this not the inspiration for that Rent-A-Girlfriend scene? Where he gets cucked in the pool or whatever?
Yeah.
Doesn't he has a dream that he's getting cucked, and it like
he's in a pool and he's thinking about getting cucked, and then
He arrives.
While he's in the pool.
No,
It's disgusting.
Oh my God.
we have been every day that I've been here, except for right now.
They're hyped. They're hyped because it's a lot of stuff happening, and
Like,
I
it's
guess
manga
they're
night, baby. What? Yeah, 40. It's manga night.
They're really big fans of Rent a Girlfriend, and I'm making them angry.
I'm looking for the original version of the chapter. Is that even it?
Someone said it might be Domestic Girlfriend.
Domestic Girlfriend? Really?
I've never read the series though, so I don't know.
The one with the cucking scene?
The first panel that
With
got
the-
censored.
Oh,
Yeah. Hold on.
yeah, I've never read that one either. That's the one that, like, every time I'm in one of Steph's lives, she has that one, like, blacklisted or something, and people try to mention it. And she's like, shut up.
Domestic Girlfriend?
Yeah.
I saw the anime for it because I watch all the seasonal stuff. So when that started, I'm like, I wonder what this is about. Oh, okay. It's terrible.
It's
don't
the
bother with
one where the guy. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can like
it. Yeah.
recreate it in
Is
my
this a
head.
fake manga or a real manga?
This guy goes to school with this really popular girl, and this popular girl becomes his stepsister, and the popular girl's sister is their teacher, and he lives with both of them as his stepsisters now, and he does it with the teacher,
Yes.
and she has his baby, right? Am I
don't
getting
know.
into spoiler territory? Do people not want spoilers for Domestic Girlfriend?
At least the first season, when I watched the show, nobody got pregnant. So I don't know. That's news to me.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm
No,
spoiling.
I'm not gonna go back to that. Holy crap, that was
Spoilers
terrible.
for Domestic Girlfriend.
No.
I think the teacher gets knocked up, but he doesn't. No, the popular girl. I think he knocks her up because I think he has sex with both of them. But he marries the teacher. I think that's what happens.
Yeah. So at the start, he hooked up with what would be her stepsister, and then like, oh, now we're sisters. Awkward. And then the teacher stuff happens.
That entire series confuses me so much.
But I will say this in defense of that crappy series, the anime has one of the best intro songs of all time. I am not joking. Same with the closing. It is such an amazing song, and I'm like, why did you designate this amazing track for this crap? What happened? Couldn't you have used this song for another cooler show? But if you guys want to check it out, just type Domestic Girlfriend opening song. You're gonna love it. I was hooked on that theme song. Great song.
Okay, yeah. I know what it is.
Yeah, I like that song a
It's
lot.
insane that they do not. There's no part of that series that needs an opening that goes that hard.
Exactly. I can't. I'm looking for the. Nope, that is not it. I can't find the original one for the censored image, but I'll do some research on it later. Am I missing anything? K-Manga. So K-Manga, the app launched with 400 plus titles. 40 new ones are being released for the first time, and Simulpub includes 60 some titles. And like I mentioned, free chapters. I talked about that. The ticket ones, the point ones. Yeah. So that is horrendous. And clearly, our mod, James, summed it up pretty nicely. The Viz app won. Absolutely. And there are other alternatives, too, because if you don't want to use the Viz app, you can use the Shonen Jump app. And that is super clean and has a lot of content. You can download what's the other one that I have here? I can't remember the name. The Manga Plus app as well, and that
Or
has
Azuki, if you want to get
Azuki?
any Kodansha titles.
yeah. Here's Manga Plus. If you can see it on my phone, sorry about all the glare. I apologize. Super
Azuki, I think, is $5.
$5 or $6, something like that. Yeah.
And I will
You can-
also say, so A Sign of Affection and Card Captors used to be simulpubbed on Crunchyroll, and I think it was just Crunchyroll. Maybe it was Azuki as well. But they were taken off of both Crunchyroll and Azuki, and now they are not available anywhere because they were not put on the Kodansha app. So I don't know if they're waiting to put that one on for simulpub as well, but they took away the simulpubs, and people have picked up the new chapters that are not doing it legally already, so they might want to get on that.
Manga Plus has Assassination Classroom, so you can defy the state of Florida and read Assassination Classroom to your heart's content.
Stick it to the man.
Yes.
Stick it to Ron DeSantis.
There's also the Crunchyroll manga app, which is horrendous. They have not updated the UI since they made it, and it's so squished on my phone, and my phone's old. I got a iPhone, what is this, 11, so it's a couple years old now, and it's so squished. Take a look. Take a look. Look at the bezels on here. And I can't log in right now because I don't remember my password. Damn it. But you get it. There's a couple things here like kind of the Great Snow Sea right there. Doesn't have a lot of stuff, but pretty cool that it's there. If you have a Crunchyroll subscription, that's awesome that you can read that stuff. And there's also the Webtoon app, even though that's more for Webtoon comics and manhwa and whatnot. What else is there? Azuki, Comic-Key.
Say Comic-Key is pretty good. I mean, they do have the split chapters and everything, but at the very least, they offer a lot.
There's no weird point system to buy stuff.
Yeah.
Rent. And you can only rent it for like a couple hours. That's like a day or two. That's insane to me. Let's see. Domestic Girlfriend, Chapter 1, page 27 is what you're looking for, by the way. Hi, man. Let's go. All right.
We got a big Domestic Girlfriend fan in the chat.
Domestic Girlfriend. I don't know how you knew that, but that's great. Good on you for doing that research. Chapter 1.
God, I don't even know if I'd be able to do that with Chihaya Furu if someone showed me a panel and I was just like, yeah, that's chapter.
It is Domestic Girlfriend.
I'm assuming that he probably
looked it up.
Yeah, knew in that series and maybe what chapter and just looked up the page.
Let me imagine that this person just knows Domestic Girlfriend panels off the top of their head.
I don't want to assume anyone knows that series that well. If that's that,
I think you're wishful thinking. You're like, I hope that no one knows that series that well.
Hold on. I'm getting there. Hold on. Chapter 1. Will you have sex with me? Huh? You can leave if you don't want to. I just want to experience it. What is happening? Oh, they're going to hook up. Oh, found it. Oh, I see what. Oh, I see the original. I can't show it, but the the original panel, there is a void there, but you can see some nipple action, and the porn video playing also has some nips. So that's what got censored.
So
plus the whole back of the card. Yeah, I can show you guys off air if you're interested.
Video. That's funny.
I read like 20 chapters a long time ago. Have no idea how it ends. Let's just collectively forget about it. Don't worry. There are more people who find Domestic Girlfriend a masterpiece than you think. There are dozens of us, dozens. Next, Imaginon.
God, that's
Colleen, you want to read that one?
This sounds like some torrid step sibling incest fantasy meets Mary Kay. I don't know how to say that French name.
Sorry, next Imaginon.
I don't know how to say that French ass name.
the Torno, I believe.
Let her know psychosexual drama. If it wasn't Japanese, it'd be in French. There you go. Thank you.
I
Next
mean,
Imaginon.
whoever directed Blue is the Worm as color, I could see them making some shit like that.
In conclusion, guys, the chat put it wonderfully with the feedback here. My feedback is to delete the app, the K manga. Great. We take feedback seriously. Feedback goes to the trash bin. So don't, if you're feeling adventurous and you want to try out the free chapters, that's a good option for K manga. But I cannot wholeheartedly support that business model at all. So do not get into it. Get the Viz app, get the other ones. Just pay a fee and read to your heart's content.
You can also get there's like Hoopla and something else through your library. So if your local library has certain manga, you can.
That's also true. Yeah.
And Libby.
Yeah, Libby. That was the other one. Hoopla and Libby. There might be others as well, but your local library might use an app and they might have some digital stuff on there. Not every library has the same stuff on their digital library though.
I got some extra news here if you guys are up for it. Just a couple random ones, don't worry. Nothing too extensive. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. We got the winners for the Kodansha Manga Awards. Speaking of Kodansha.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, but I'll bring something in.
Yeah. Let me zoom in so we can do it one by one. Hold on. Okay, so I'm just gonna name the nominees, and you guys can guess the winner before I show it.
I know all the winners.
You know what? Damn it. Okay, let's just pretend that we don't know the winners. For Best Shonen Manga, the nominees are Akane Banashi, Kaoru Hana wa Rin to... Oh, this is with the show that I couldn't pronounce these things. Damn it. Rin Tosaku, Gachiakuta, and Megumi no Daigo Kyokuku no Orange. And Shangri-La Frontier. So the winner was... Hold on. So the winner was Shangri-La Frontier for Best Shonen Manga. There we go.
Oh wait, Riley, are you gonna have the one for the best seinen, or should I go grab it?
I don't remember what that one is, but
okay.
I don't have it on me.
I'll go grab it
because I'm not.
So the Best Shoujo Manga Award goes to My Girlfriend's Child. And this was competing against In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, Tamon's B-side, and A Sign of Affection.
I'm a stan for In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, but I think this series deserved the win.
I feel like the other three are all good series, but this one just feels like something else completely. Not like it doesn't feel like shoujo, but like
it's something special.
It's a visceral experience.
If I read it, am I going to be sad? Because I don't want to be sad reading.
I wouldn't even say sad. Like
you're gonna feel.
Yeah, it's just like it's like it's like
you might come out sad. You might come out like, I don't want to say happy, but like, you know, there is like, I had positive reactions like reading this book. Like because there are points in it that it's just like, this is great. Like, I felt kind of like everything went better than expected.
Okay. I'll check it out. I
It's
got to
good.
remember to read it. I'll promise you I'll read it.
It's good. It's really good. I was scared going into it that it was going to make me like espresso depresso for the whole day after I read it, but I came out of it like actually feeling really good.
Motivated? Like optimistic, sorry.
Yeah. I didn't
Okay.
feel like killing myself after reading it. I felt like
Oh my God.
life could be good, you know?
That could be good. You could be reading Domestic Girlfriend and then thinking about doing that.
But no, it's great. And I did this series inspire you to do the video that you're putting out soon, Colleen?
Oh yeah, so I can just talk about it a little bit, but there's this thing I say a lot whenever I like really like a series, and I'm like, it feels like a movie. I feel like I sound like that Harry Styles clip where he's like, it feels like a movie, you know, like a real movie. But like reading this one, I was like, I am watching a movie when I read this, and I was like, why am I feeling this way? Why do I feel this way when I read this series and when I read the mangaka's other series? And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna look into this. I say cinematic. People say this has a cinematic quality to it. Why do I feel like that? Yeah. So I looked into it, and that's what my next video is going to be all about, how this series uses like cinematic qualities about it to make it feel like a movie, even though it is not moving at all. But I'm very excited about working on that video. This is the most fun I've had researching for a while.
Nice.
There's a lot of comics that I've read that I have that feeling for, but usually it's like blockbuster cinematic feeling, and that's something that like in Western comics people refer to a lot, is like it's got that widescreen blockbuster feeling to it. A lot of times that is said for like Mark Miller's work, like Old Man Logan, Ultimates, like all of his works. People are like, oh, it's like blockbuster, you know, popcorn flick feeling, which I get, because it's part of it is like pacing wise, it pulls you through the story. So like, whatever you feel about Mark Miller, like anyone who's watching, if they've read any of his stuff, like his writing pulls you through the story in such a brisk pace. He's a master of pacing, and I think that's a large part, for me at least, how things come off as cinematic, is because you don't drag your feet going through each panel. They're very concise and very like purposeful.
Yeah. I can like spoil some of the things that I looked into for this, but that's one of the things, is like comic books and manga are, when people are making panels, they're most likely referring to, you know, media that they've watched or media that they've seen outside of what they're making, and that informs like how they would set up a panel. Like, oh well, in this scene in this movie they would have done it this way, how would I do it here? And you know, that's like using film to illustrate a scene that you would see in a film, basically. But like the pacing and the rhythm that is set in comics is similar to editing in film. So like if it's an action comic, to make it feel like a film, to make it feel like a Marvel movie, they would cut up the panels and quicken the pace to make it feel like a movie.
No, gotcha.
So yeah.
Makes sense.
It's very interesting.
Sometimes, oh wait, now we can't. Hold on. There we go. Sometimes I get a cinematic feeling from Insomniacs After School. That one is very, visual heavy, more than dialogue and story. There's so many atmospheric panels and a lot of moments of showing and not telling. Yep. Vinland Saga, yeah. Hold on, let's go back to this one. And the other award go for best general manga. That is so vague. Best general manga goes to Skip and Loafer.
Woo!
That is such a wholesome, fun series, and I'm glad it won. I'm a fan of it. This one competed against some heavy hitters. Ona no Sono no Hoshi, whatever that is.
How dare you?
I'm sure I know what it is, but
How dare you?
what is this? Hold on, what is this?
It's this manga about this teacher who works at an all-girls school, and it's just kind of like a comedy daily life series of this dude working at an all-girls school, and it's very funny.
Well, does it have any? Does it have any? That's not what I wanted to ask. Sorry. Does it have an English translation? That's what I want to ask.
It's
Okay.
a josei manga. Of course it wouldn't.
Gosh darn it. So yeah, Ona no Sono no Hoshi, the Darwin incident, which is being released later this year. Manchu Ahen Squad, medalist, and liaison Kodomo no Kokoro Shinryosho. Shout out to all those. But Skip and Loafer won, so that's great. Now with the anime, it's gotten a bigger boost in popularity, so that's great. Good for them. H-Field is happy. Skip and Loafer, babies. And was there another category? Is that it? No, that's it.
Just the three.
Well, that sucks.
Shogakukan has the child's category, if that's what you're thinking there might be.
Oh. So yeah. All three are available to purchase. That's awesome. Stateside. Okay, if I see my girlfriend's child at Walmart, I'll grab it. Because sometimes they'll surprise me and put out stuff like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I would think that would be in a Walmart, but if they did,
if they can add, what's the name of the manga? With Marin Kitagari, what's the character on the show?
Oh, Dress Up Darling?
If they can put My Dress Up Darling with the parental advisory, and if they can add Parasite, Junji Ito books, and Bakemonogatari, they can add My Girlfriend's Child. Why not?
Yeah, I think Walmarts out there have a lot more than the ones in the States do.
Yeah, because ours only really have like Jump titles and Junji Ito, and then Wotakoi and Sailor Moon.
Oh, I've seen a lot of stuff there. One time they packed like at least 5 different volumes of Vinland Saga, and people went nuts, and they grabbed it all. So that happened. Cool. Let's see. Oh, we're tiny. Hold on. There we go. Now we're big again. Yay. I'm not gonna. Should I share it? Manga Plus is adding Kindergarten Wars in English. So if you guys want to check that series out, some people do like it. I haven't read it yet. I swear, friggin' Spy Family ushered in a new wave of weird titles like this, of like young kids involved in dangerous activities, I would say. So Kindergarten Wars, it's a manga about an ex-assassin kindergarten teacher. So yeah, this came out back in September, and now it's here. Good for them.
Sounds more like Sakamoto Days, honestly.
Or yeah, Sakamoto Days.
I feel like both of them, kind of in tandem, have created this new kind of.
Yes, absolutely. It's like when the modern isekai first took off, it never stopped. So that is that. Let's see if I'm missing any other news articles. There's a lot of manga that are ending. Let's see. Sundome. Oh no, that's a pretty risque. I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, I'm not gonna mention that. Ryo Ikeumi's Soroete Chodai Michikusahen is ending. Vampire Dies in No Time is on an indefinite hiatus. Orient manga is in its final battle, so that's going to wrap up soon.
I still don't know what the hell's going on in that series.
I quit. I couldn't keep going with that.
At this point, it's literally become like a personal meme, like a personal inside joke of myself.
Yeah.
I keep reading it. I literally read volume 14 like 2-3 days ago while I've been at my sister's this week. And number one, I forgot I had it. I left it in my car for like 2 weeks. And then I was in my car and I was like, oh yeah, I need to read that. I read it. And then afterwards I was like, I still don't know what the hell's going on here. So now it's its final stages. And I'm like, at this point, let's just finish it off. And then at the end of it, maybe I can go back and try to read it again and remember something. Or maybe I'll watch the anime and like remember what the hell's going on.
Oh my gosh. The anime season 1 was horrible. Season 2 was a lot better, but still bad. My Home Hero took a break. Love and Lies from Musawo. Launched a new manga. That's not what I wanted to read. Sorry. Akio Chinami ends Love Me Tender ni Sayonara. What up? What else is ending? Galaxy Next Door ended, and it's getting an epilogue chapter. So that's fun.
Really? That's been pretty. I've been reading that.
Yep.
It's been pretty
So
good.
the anime's airing as well. Let's see.
I know that they just announced that Mr. Bride is ending, which is a Kodansha title that I very much enjoy, and I'm very sad about.
June issue of Good Afternoon. The magazine also revealed. It ended last week, and on June 7th, it'll get an epilogue chapter in the same magazine. So that is cool. I do like that series, and the anime is pretty sweet too. To all you smut porn readers out there, sorry, I didn't want to say smut. I meant to say porn. World's End Harem Afterworld is ending. Toki o Kakeru Sukeban Deka. That also ended from Saori Muronaga. And Viz Media launched Shonen Jump launched 2 manga on their magazine. One is Do Retry, which I have not read. And the other one, I just saw it on Twitter, if I can remember. Let me look for it real quick. Nue's Exorcist by Kota Kawai. Right? Yeah. I can show the picture here. Guys, I have so many tabs open here. I'm so confused. I'm so sorry for the dead air. This is a new series. And the other one is this one, which is a sports manga, if you will, even though it's about fighting. So for next week, I'm going to try and read these 2 and give you guys some first impressions on it on the stream. So here you go. H-Field. I did see some people say they thought Buddy Daddies is better than Spy Family. Not necessarily a fair comparison when Buddy Daddies is a 1-season fully realized finished story. I will add to that, H-Field, that I also think that Buddy Daddies is better than Spy Family. I know it's a fully realized story. I get that. But I love the hell out of Buddy Daddies and would recommend it wholeheartedly to check it out. I will say, sorry. I liked it more than Spy Family. Let's just do that instead. Because I know some people are going to be upset. We're going to get some dislikes. Like, who's this clown talking about manga? He doesn't know shit. Any of you guys read or seen Buddy Daddies?
I didn't.
Oh,
Oh, we got a big Buddy Daddies fan.
Buddy Daddies, what's up?
If one of them hears one thing, like one slightly abnormal thing outside, they'll bark, and then all three of the other ones will get up and be like, "What? What's up? What's going on?"
That's funny.
I think Pongo heard the barking because he kind of like perked up a little bit.
Did it scare him?
Well, he doesn't really like dogs that much because he's never really had to meet a dog before. So anytime we take him back home and he sees my parents' dog and my sister's dog, he's like not happy around them. And then they're just a little too loud for him. So he just kind of like hides anytime he hears a dog.
So he's a sweet boy.
Oh, he's a little too sweet. He's a little pampered prince. Riley can attest to this.
Yeah.
Let's see if I'm missing anything. So I think that's about it. Let me take some questions from the chat before we wrap up. Would be poppin' if we could get an English physical release for A Queen and an Old Maid. Very intrigued by the series.
I agree.
There you go. Chris, need physicals for Ranking of Kings. I agree on that. Yes, please. Such a great series. Also, has Viz stopped with don't remind me. I already got over it, and now I'm back from square one. Stopped with Adventure of Die volumes, unfortunately, at the moment. Yes.
Yeah, it was. I think, like, in the excitement, neither of us realized it, but like they kind of mentioned in the original announcement that they were only doing the first arc. And I don't know, like, if they didn't sell well enough for them to continue or something, but I don't know.
Rest in peace. I'm sure we'll get them eventually. I mean, the anime was pretty popular, and there's a video game adaptation coming out soon. It's going to adapt the 2020 anime, not the manga, the rebooted anime, but it is based off the manga, so it counts. That is going to come out in October or November on PlayStation and Switch, and I am definitely grabbing that. Looks awesome. Spy Family was okay, not a favorite of mine, to be honest. I liked it, but I stopped reading. I have no desire to continue reading it. But it's not I don't find it a bad series or anything. It's just not something I want to keep going with. I think it was canceled. Discontinued manga series is Sad Times if you're really into it. Yeah. What manga is that on Colleen's pile?
These two were the top if you're talking about My Girlfriend's Child or Skip and Loafer, but otherwise, you know what? I might as well just plug it again. Basara!
Look at that. Nice.
All available right now on the Viz app. You can read Basara. No, hold on. You can read Basara. Read it. It's so good. Read Basara. Effective marketing.
You know what? If when Don't Call It Mystery comes out at the end of the month, if that does well, that's going to be a really great way to hook people and be like, hey, if you bought this one and you enjoyed it, go check out Basara. It's on the app. So hopefully it does do as well as we've all been wanting it to, and we can get a lot of people over on the Viz app to read Basara.
I'm so nervous about Do Not Say Mystery coming out. Don't Call It Mystery. What was it? What's the English title?
They're saying Don't Call It Mystery.
Don't Call It Mystery. I haven't looked at their their English cover of it enough to like put it in my head that it's a new title now.
Yeah. But Are you like worried about?
Oh, I'm worried that either it's not going to sell well, and or people are just going to shit on it because it's going to be very different from what they would think a manga needs to be. It's text heavy, which everyone hates to read.
I like to look at the pretty pictures.
And like the art isn't like her best art or anything, but like it serves the purpose of the story. So I have a feeling people are going to say there's too much text, and they're going to say the art sucks. And I'm going to say fuck off.
Let's go. That's the yeah. Look at that. They got La Quinta camera. Okay. Not expect to see that here.
Sand Chronicles is also out of print, so that's another. Like, I had someone on Twitter ask me, "Do you have any recommendations of stuff to read on the app?" And I just said, anything that is out of print physically, read those. And I said Basara is a good one to start with.
This series basically formed me as a child. I read this in 8th grade for the first time. I have not ever stopped thinking about this manga since.
And we can read it on the app.
Read it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You specifically, Gio, read it.
There's a lot I want to read. You know, I just gotta find the time. Let's do this. I could have just shown this instead of the freaking phone all night. Jesus Christ.
Make the time. Make the time, Gio.
Yeah, I could have just done this. Although I can't read the single volumes, right? In here.
You get the free preview.
Oh, there you go.
Our friend Shiva literally just reread the entire series on the app in like 24 hours.
She read it so fast. But like, it took me a month to read the whole series. I mean, there's 27 volumes.
Yeah, I feel like the fastest I could read it, like the most volumes of manga I've read in a single day was like 15. It was 14 or 15, but they're not all like heavy in text and dialogue.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them is like, you know, shonen stuff that is just like action scenes. So it takes me like 30 minutes to read a volume. I could not imagine reading 27 volumes in like, she did it in like a day.
It dropped on Tuesday night, and she finished it, yesterday? Or was it this morning?
I don't remember. I think it was yesterday because I retweeted her and said, like, Jesus, she reads faster than I do.
Yeah, so she at least read it in a day.
I'm going to say, I don't think that Shiva has any sort of attention deficiency because I cannot, like, I have to get in the zone, and it sometimes takes me a couple hours to get there.
Whatever the opposite one is, where you can't focus on anything other than the one thing like that you're doing.
Opposite ADD?
Yeah, opposite ADD. The DDA.
DDR?
The DDR. She's got the DDR disorder.
Captain Jack. Does the movie for Don't Call It Mystery have English subtitles, or was it a series? It's a series, but it's getting a movie this year.
And I don't know if it has subtitles.
No, you're going to have to wait. If you want to watch it illegally, you're going to have to wait. Unless somebody picks it up on a streaming service or something. Because a lot of the streaming apps nowadays, they pick up on... yeah, go ahead.
I think Viki might have it, actually. VIKI, whatever that thing is. But I've never watched the series, so I don't know.
I won't be reading manga this weekend. I'll be playing Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Nice. I have to admit, I never finished Breath of the Wild, so I'm not going to be playing Tears of the Kingdom. I need to finish that one first, eventually.
I just have to finish the final boss. Like, I literally, when that game came out, I played the shit out of it. I did a ton of stuff. I did a ton of the side quest stuff. I unlocked a lot of things. I even had all the amiibo cards, so I could, like, every day I'd scan them and get costume pieces. And I got to the very end of the game. I tried to fight the final boss like once or twice, lost, went off and did more side quests, and then I just stopped at some point. I just stopped playing, and I never finished it.
I have a bad habit of also not finishing Zelda games. I don't think I ever finished Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, or Breath of the Wild. It's not even because I don't like them. I just like, is there something that happens and I get stuck and then I never finish?
I'm coming over and we're beating all of them.
Well, I don't have my N64 anymore.
I got an N64.
Get the Switch Online thing with the 64.
I do need to get a Switch. We only have a Wii U.
It has Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. And the Game Boy ones, too. Does K-Manga tell you that it's censored? I think it does. It definitely has like a parental advisory on some of the volumes, chapters, experiences. I don't know. But you catch my drift, Josie.
Experiences.
It's late. I am physically incapable of reading that quickly. Like, are we actually retaining what you're reading at that point?
Well, to be fair for Shiva, she's read the series before.
Oh, well, that helps. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think that really helps because then you can skim and still be like, it's not.
I know what's happening.
Yeah, exactly. But she was like live tweeting it too at the same time. She was like uploading pictures every chapter or so, like making commentary. But I don't know, the fastest, like when I'm reading fast, I do retain it. People ask me that. Like I do retain when I read like 10 to 15 books in a day, I retain it unless it's Orient. That's the only thing I can't retain.
Nice. You got to finish Majora's Mask. It's top 3 Zelda game in my opinion. I feel the same way for Wind Waker. That's my favorite Zelda game.
Majora's Mask also is not that long of a game. Even if you do all the mask quests and stuff, you can get the cool ending.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So Ocarina of Time, we got stuck in the water temple when we were kids.
Everybody.
And then I never finished it because I couldn't figure out how to get past it.
Oh.
I will say what's very funny, when I had Zach play it for the first time, he got to the water temple and he told me I was stupid because he knew how to do it immediately. And I was like, oh my God, you would say that to 12-year-old Colleen. And then Majora's Mask scared the hell out of me. I think it took a friend of ours like months after we had gotten the game to get us out of the village for the first time, and then we just never kept playing after that. For Wind Waker, we got way too confused with the boat mechanics and we got lost a lot, and then we gave up on it. And then same with Breath of the Wild, we just got lost a lot and gave up on it.
That one, the map is so big. Yeah, you could lose interest and get lost.
I love
mostly just anything hard and anything I can get lost in.
I love the boat though in Wind Waker, and like when you get the little crane thingy and you can like
fish out treasures.
Yeah, because like a lot of that's how you get a lot of like heart pieces and different things like that in that game. There's so much to find in Wind Waker. Like I feel like Wind Waker was a solid like precursor to the open worldness that we get for Breath of the Wild.
You know where you can find some great treasures? That's, of course, InStockTrades.com, your home for all things collected editions. You get your Omnibus trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and so much more with great deals that range from 42 to sometimes 60% off on books. Deals of the week every week at great discounts. Fantastic customer service, wonderful packaging. If you make an order of $50 or more, you get free shipping. And if you place an order on a week-by-week basis, you get that sweet loyalty discount that adds an extra 2% to your order. And let me remind you guys that at the end of the month, on the 29th of May, we're going to do the gift card giveaway valued at $50, open to anybody in the world. You just got to show up on the chat and participate with us on that stream, and you're in the running for a $50 gift card courtesy of our sponsor. That's InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. Go check them out, guys. IST, as the boys like to say. Shout out to Ice-T for sponsoring the show, Omnibros Live. Let's see. A couple more questions or comments from the chat before we wrap up. I'm getting into Basara eventually, trying to convince myself to actually shrink my physical to be read. I've got going on first. I hope people, because Next Imagine Out asked, and I skipped the question because we talked about it. But if people read it, maybe they'll go like, "Huh, what if we reprint this? I'm sure it'll sell well," and it will. It's a different era. A lot of people are gonna hype the crap out of it, and people are gonna go insane and buy it, and that's good.
Like
We like
precisely why we got reprints of Nana, not because it was read digitally, but like we got reprints of Nana and Slam Dunk because people like made it very clear that it would sell. They reprinted it, and eventually they did. And then series like I think Ice Shield was out of print for a while, but that one, if I'm not mistaken, was on the app, the Shonen Jump app, so they reprinted it. So there are things that have happened, and then it's also exactly why we have physicals of Ayashimon and the Hunter's Guild Red Hood, because both of those, a ton of people read it on the Shonen Jump app when they were coming out, and they decided to go ahead and publish it physically.
There you go. Never played a Zelda game. I would recommend, honestly, if you have the Switch Online stuff, you can try Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. But my recommendation would be A Link Between Worlds for the 3DS, if you can get that. Or if you can emulate it, whatever. Not going to judge. Or you can play the Link's Adventure Game Boy game, which also has a remake for the Switch, which was really good. I would recommend that for a Zelda newbie, honestly.
Zelda 2 Adventure of Link, the like side-scroller one?
No, the one with the DX.
Oh, that's Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, that's Isekai Zelda.
Yeah. I think that's a nice gateway into that franchise.
That
Fun and easy to play.
That and Ocarina of Time were my first Zelda games. So that was my first 2D. I will say also, if you have a Switch and you have the online, Zelda Link to the Past is my personal favorite 2D Zelda game. I think that it is really the game that like kind of set the bar, but it also set up a lot of expectations of what would be typical for a Zelda game going forward. Like you get a lot of the different typical items, like the traditional items that you get, traditional bosses you'll fight, traditional enemies appear in that game either for the first time there, or they were in the first game but a little bit different. But and yeah, there is the new updated version with cute chibi Link.
It's so good. I loved it. A great faithful remake.
Is this the one that was on the Game Boy, not the
Yes.
Advance?
Yeah.
Okay, then I think I played that one too.
It was on Game Boy, and they re-released it on Game Boy Color, and then they remade it for the Switch.
Then I definitely played this one. I think I played it on the Game Boy Color.
When you fight the bosses, they give you instruments, and you go up to the egg, the windfish egg, and play all of the instruments, and it's like a chorus plays, and it wakes up the windfish.
Spoilers.
But it's an isekai because it takes place, I guess also spoilers, in outside of Hyrule. Link is on a ship. He gets the ship is wrecked, and he falls onto the island. He washes up on the shore, but it's not within this world, so to say.
Yeah.
So
Look at that. He's so proud of himself.
A different world. It also had some cool like Mario related Easter eggs. I think there was like a section where you went into the like underground world There's Goombas and stuff there.
The world.
Not to mention that
This dude, very
this dude is, I think he's called Mario 2 or something similar.
Is it just Malin? Is that their version of Malin? Or Talon and Malin? I don't remember their names.
Oh, yeah, you can see the comparison here. Look at that. That's cool.
Yeah, you get there's a chain chomp there. I forget what his name is in the game though. So I think he has a name. I have the Game Boy Color version, and mine, like the name on my file is some random combination of letters because I had a Game Boy Game Shark, and I tried to like hack like lives or not lives, but like infinite hearts for myself, stuff like that. But I didn't realize that my Game Shark was a Game Boy and not a Game Boy Color Game Shark. So it would read it, but it turned the game on, and I just kept like pressing buttons and trying to do stuff, and it just started a file while I couldn't see the screen. So my file name is like Anuir or something like that.
Did you know about the thief Easter egg? If you steal from the shop vendor,
Yes.
for the rest of the game, everybody's gonna call you thief instead of your real name.
Yes, yeah, because you like go in there and like grab the thing and like walk around him.
Yeah.
Until he like stops following you and you leave. But when you come back in, he kills you with like Emperor Palpatine powers.
Yep. And then everybody else and the main girl, she'll tell you like, "Oh, thank you for saving me, thief." Like, whoa. It's kind of harsh.
Passive
Like, saved your life, but okay, I'm a thief. Okay.
That's all you are, and that's all you'll ever be.
I literally risked my life killing a giant monster, but okay, I'm a thief. Sure. Actually, yeah, bought that one for my wife, so I guess I'm already one step ahead. That's nice.
Yahoo.
Yes, go play that. Such a fun remake. So anyways, Zelda talk aside, we're not gaming bros. We're Omnibros live. Thank you to the chat. You guys are lovely as always. Colleen, where can people find you on the internet when you're not here with us?
You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Colleen's Manga Rex, and on Twitter at manga_nostalgic. I have a new video out on Saturday. I will be talking about Basara.
That's awesome. We will look forward to that. Omnibus Collector, how about yourself? Where can people find you?
YouTube, Instagram, TikTok at The Omnibus Collector, Twitter at Omnibus Collector. You can. I just filmed my April haul video, so that should be up tomorrow. I just have to go back. I'm again, for anyone who didn't hear me earlier, I'm currently at my sister's house dog sitting, and I need to go back to my place because I filmed it, but I forgot to take a thumbnail photo. So I'm going to edit and then take a thumbnail photo and come back. And I have another video that I am like
to our house or room. Oh, never mind.
Needs to be edited. That's my top 10 Yen Press currently releasing titles. So I need to edit that, and maybe I'll get it this weekend or early next week.
There you go. Beautiful. I go by Manga Geekdom. I posted a video yesterday about some books I've been reading. I'd appreciate it if you guys check it out. Subscribe to the channel, and if you want to talk with me, I'm on Instagram and on Twitter and whatever. So just type Manga Geekdom, and I'm there for you. Thank you to the chat. As always, you guys are great. God bless. Stay safe out there. Thank you to In Stock Trades for making it happen. And for all of you watching later, let us know what you thought of the episode, the topics, which manga app, there you go, which manga app you're going to keep, download, or delete. They're very interested in finding out. That's it for now. We'll be back on Monday for hauls, previews, reads, and on Wednesday with the comic book episodes, and next Thursday with a manga-themed episode. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe. I'm stalling because I want to figure out what the hell these two are doing.
I can't get my elbow to do it.
I can't either. Like I'm
Why is it so hard? It's too hard.
Swamp Thing approved.
Swamp Thing approved, baby. Oh, wait. Okay.
Wait,
Make
no,
it-
Gio has to join.
Are you gonna do the fusion
Wait,
dance?
Gio, you gotta do this. And then if we can
That's the most dysfunctional heart, but it's filled with love and admiration for all the wonderful, beautiful viewers out there.
Biblically accurate heart emoji.
Yes. There you go. Bye, everybody.
Bye.